you and me, we all went through something called the lockdown and the COVID phase, and I'm still at home doing everything from home. Probably you're also doing it. Probably you're juggling so many things. Even I'm juggling nowadays. Now that I'm so used to the online world, things are getting offline, and mixing in, matching those things is kind of creating a chaos within me. But the point being, when this all started to happen, specifically when we started to experience the lockdown for the first time. 26, for the first time in my whole life, like lockdown, it's like, oh, what is this? One thing that happened, okay, out of like 1,000 things that was happening, one thing that you and me commonly experienced was panic buying, slash hoarding, slash getting a lot of biscuits, lot of cakes, lot of junk food at home. I'm not talking about the healthy food. That was even hoarded like food industry made so much money during this period, we couldn't even talk figures on that one. That's a different story. But what I'm putting across the word here is the things that we bought which were not necessary, like Oreo biscuits. I personally never had Oreo biscuits. I had Oreo biscuits, but I never ate Oreo biscuits on this much of frequency. Probably used to just buy one packet a month. What happened during this period? We used to buy 1 kilo of Oreo biscuits, and I was the one who was eating everything up there. It's like I was like, if you knew the older version of me, probably in 2020, I gained so much of weight during that period of time just because panic buying. In other words, impulse buying. Now that's what we are connected to. How to stop buying things on an impulse. Now we'll relate that example, that incident, that experience all the way to internet, online. Today, everyone who's on internet, they are running advertisements and they want to buy their stuff. So people are great marketers, whatever that is. We're going to type down into 5 different things, 5 points that will these 5 points have helped me to stop buying anything on impulse. As an introvert, like when we have money, we buy things. When we don't have money, we squeeze in money from somehow we squeeze in money and we buy things. The pen that I always hold here, I did not wanted to buy this just because this looked fancy. I was like, I'm going to spend money on this one. I also had delivery charges on this one pen because I ordered just one pen. I was like, great, I'm going to pay even more than my existing budget, cost me money. But then anyway, this is what happens when we don't know what exactly we are looking out for. So in this video, we are going to dive into 5 different points. Got it? That brings us to the welcoming of the video. We forgot to welcome. Thank you so much for joining in this one video / podcast. It's going to be a great video. 5 points starting now. 3 things that we need to know talking about impulse buying. First one, internet's flooded with advertisements. Now, okay, we should know that upfront, very clear. Internet's flooded with advertisements. There are great people doing it. There are scam people doing it. People are doing it just for the sake of money, just for the sake of whatever that is. Point number 2 is, it's just these advertisements are similar to an offline shops. Example, when you walk down the street, where you're just walking down the street, it's a marketplace. You walk down the street, and there are like 100 square feet shops all over the place, and people are outside the shops like ye le lo, do real, stuff like that. They're selling something or the other. That's like an advertisement. Now you just convert that advertisement idea to an online. Now everybody has business and a course and a program and whatever that is they're trying to sell you. Point number 2. Everyone wants to sell you something. Point number 3. There are great people out there. There are great mentors out there. There are great coaches out there. Also, on the flip side, there are great marketers out there. There are great people who just want to make money and just want to run away. Like if you see on a short-term basis, they are people who are not that great but are able to make money because they know the psychology of human. They know human behavior. It's like they're selling so many things and they're kind of selling dreams and taking like thousands of back and they're like vanishing because now they have made money anyways. So they're like 2 sides of the coin. There is always 2 to 5 to 10 to size. There are sides of a coin, like 2 sides of a coin, whatever that is. Okay, not whatever that is. There are sides of a coin. We need to know both the sides. How can there be like 1,000 sides of a coin? Probably there will be 1,000 sides to 500 coins, not to a single coin. Anyways, where am I even going? Anyways, so how to stop buying things on impulse? What inspired me to make this one video is I coach a lot of members and they are buying stuff all the time. They're getting into communities all the time. They're getting into courses all the time. I was like, you don't need that. When you have a mentor, when you have a coach, and when you have courses, when you know exactly what you want to do, why do you need to get into some other programs, which is completely different direction altogether? Probably they were so great in doing marketing that that's the whole concept of this video. It's like how to stop buying things on impulse. Okay, point number one. You should know what you need, not what you want. You should exactly know what you need. What do I mean by that? When you're walking down the street with like 1,000 people selling 1,000 things on a street, like I'm talking about an offline market. Like in Hyderabad, I used to go to this place like Lad Bazaar, and there are like so many cool places out there. Pure market, pure market, pure market. 3 times. It's that pure. It's like they just want to sell you something. When they are selling, when you walk inside that particular street and you have no idea why you are there, you will be sold by each and every one over there. You are walk in and buy something and just come out, and you will regret why you bought it. If you go in the street, in the market specifically, okay, I want spices for a specific food that I'm cooking tomorrow. If you walk in with that intention, you are on a mission there. You are literally on a mission where you're so focused on finding that one particular spice shop. It's like, okay, you go there, you buy that, you'll come back. That's all. When you want to see, for example, if you want to see XUV 500 on the road, it's like you want to buy or you want to rent it or you just want to experience it. You start seeing those things. Your mind is working, right? That's the exact way. It's like when you know what you need, not what you want. When you know exactly what you need, you go there, you come back. You buy that one thing. These all advertisements will get faded away. You will not even bother to look at them. But if you don't have an intention of buying anything, just go for the sake of just, okay, let's explore. Your explore is going to cost you so much that you don't even know what is going to cost you. Point number 2. No one can sell you anything if you don't want to. Point number 2. Nobody. I cannot sell you anything. Amazon cannot sell you anything. Those ads that are running on Facebook advertisements, they are not going to sell you anything. Those marketers, when you go walk down the street, they have no control over you. No. Even the greatest of the great marketers cannot convert you. They cannot just bring down to their landing page if you don't want to. The moment you open an Instagram or Facebook or YouTube without an intention, when you walk inside, you will fall for it if you have no intention why you went inside. If you went inside to explore, you know what is going to happen. If you went to search for a specific person and learn from that person, or post and come back and just to communicate, to message, if you're just walking down with that intention, you go get the spice and come back. If not, you know exactly what's going to happen. Point number 3, knowing why you visit social media. Like, why is very important. Why is actually very important. Now when I talk about social media, it's like why social media is important. Like, why are you on Instagram? Why do you go on Facebook is very important. My dad, he bought shoes the other day. I was like, hey, great. Why? How? He literally said he got advertised by that person 3 to 4 times, and I was like, hey, that shows is really great. I'm going to buy it, and bought it. That's how it is. You need to know exactly why you are going on a specific platform to consume, to get entertained, to watch songs, to watch series. If go with that intention, go to that channel, do stuff and come back. When you go with that intention, you are on a mission. You're going to take spices and going to come back. If you're going to explore, you're going to get sold for it. Point number 4, knowing algorithm and retargeting. You are watching this video on a phone. You are probably going to getting retargeted by me, probably. I am not giving assurances, but then probably. You're watching this video on a phone, on a system. You're learning something from me. What happens is you know what internet is now. You know how the digital work works. You also need to know what algorithm is, how algorithm operates. Now you saw this one video, probably algorithm is going to show you similar videos on this topic better than mine. How? Why? Algorithm. Understanding algorithm and understanding retargeting. What is retargeting? Is like, you like something, you have seen an ad, you have seen some funnel page, and that marketer, that coach is now spending money so that he can sell you, she can sell you. Retargeting. You need to know all these things. These are the things that you need to know to stop buying things on impulse. And impulse buy is not an immediate buy. An impulse buy is also when you get retargeted so many times, you're so irritated or you're so fascinated or your desires come out, your wants become needs in a way, and I want to buy that shoes now because just that poor guy is showing me advertisement so many times. Probably he needs money. No, he actually needs your money because now he's got a product and he wants to sell you. Point number 4, knowing algorithm and retargeting. Fifth one, you fell for the moment you fall for an ad copy or a creative just because it looked fancy, know that you are going to get inside that community, you're going to buy a product and you're going to have that transaction because just because you like something, just because you like that one small ad copy or ad creativity, that person did a very good job on creative, you are going to buy things out because that has happened with me. If I like something, I just happen to go on the landing page and it's so convincing, I on the other side, I get a message from my first like, hey, money is deducted. Okay, it was not the need, but things happen because of impulse buying. How do you not do this? Because of these reasons. You should know what you need. No one can sell you if you have proper control over yourself. You know why you want to visit social media. You need to know how algorithm and retargeting works. Fifth one, if you like something, then go buy. And again, do a metric. It's like, is it the need of the hour? Because most of the times, 95% of the time, it's not the need. It's not the need. You may want to get it. It's again a want. It's not the need of the hour. When you need it, it's great. You go on the other side. But then if it's not, the Oreo biscuits was not the want. It was never the need. It was not even the want. It was just panic buying. It was just hoarding for the sake of buying. That being said, thanks so much for making this video / podcast or how you're listening. Me and the topic a party of a day. Stop buying impulse. Save money because you want to do great things with the money. That being said, thank you so much for being a part of this video / podcast. I'm going to see in another cool video. There's a lot of cool content prepared for you. That being said, thanks so much.